Shalom everyone, Marcus DeCosta here. I hope you are blessed of Jehovah, you're doing well. And I wanted to take a bit of moment out of this wonderful day today, because over the last few days I've had conversations, and I know on the Feast of Trumpets I spoke about some things which just provoked some conversation, which I want to share and pretty much extend to you. Because on the Feast of Trumpets, I spoke about the joy of Jehovah being your strength. And in the midst of that teaching, there were some individuals which really stood out with regards to the book of Nehemiah. One of them was Nehemiah, who was a cupbearer for the king. And yet little did he know that being a cupbearer for the king, he was being prepared by the Jehovah for great things, for being a builder, for being a leader of men, for being a governor. And I suspect it was the Most High's will that he would stand in the presence of the king to hear him speak, to watch how he controls a room and leads people and makes judgments and exercises authority. And Nehemiah stood there and witnessed all of these things, so that at the appointed time, after he prayed and fasted in accordance to the will of the Most High, that he would be sent back to the land to help galvanize and kickstart this process where the walls of Jerusalem are rebuilt. And that's Nehemiah. But in addition to Nehemiah, there were some other characters. One of them, or they were called Sanballat and Tobiah. Now it's interesting that Nehemiah's work or job that the Most High sent him on had pretty much nothing to do with the people of Samaria and Sanballat and Tobiah, or the Amorites or the Arabians. It had nothing to do with them. He was going to Jerusalem to build the walls. But we read time and time again that Nehemiah, and because of the work that he was doing and the people of Judah were doing, the Jews, they increasingly got vexed and were filled with indignation. And one of the most important draw points for us is that when you are doing the will of the Father, there will be people, brothers and sisters, who will come against you for no reason other than they despise the fact that work is being done unto the kingdom of Jehovah and they are not part of it. For whatever reason, they are not part of that work and they are vexed. Even though all them years there was great affliction, there was reproach, the walls were burnt down to the ground, the doors thereof. They did nothing, but they're vexed because you come along to do the work. That's the character and the spirit of Sanballat and Tobiah. But there are other people, brothers and sisters, you need to be aware of. There is Sanballat, there's Tobiah, and those individuals, but there is also Korah and Dathan. And you may come to cross paths with these people. The Dathan and Korah spirit, whereby Moses, the man of God, is anointed to be a leader, is anointed to be a teacher, and yet, although he is doing his work, and it is clear that he has been sanctified for that work, the Spirit of the living God is openly speaking to him and using him to be a shepherd to the people. You have Korah and Dathan saying to Moses, you take too much upon yourself, seeing that the whole congregation is holy. In other words, they perceive that Moses has propped himself up into the position that he is, and that they too should have a share of the leadership role, or that leadership role should be divided amongst several people, as if to say, for some strange reason, they have forgotten the Passover. They have forgotten the waters parting. They have forgotten the cloud and the flame. They've forgotten the bread from heaven, the water from the rock. The bitter water turns sweet, the bread, and so on. And so I put it to you, brothers and sisters, much like there is Sanballat and Tobiah, there will also be Dathan and Korah. These people, brothers and sisters, may be a part of the assembly of Israel, may be a part of your fellowship, but they will not yield to the authority of the Most High that He is choosing to exercise through you. They want to look at the messenger. They don't want to look at the clear facts and the fruit that the Most High is using you or will use you as a messenger. All they want to do is look at you. And because they're looking at you, they believe that they have more of a right, or they should be of equal share in the work that the Most High is doing with you. Not realizing that the Most High, as Moses himself said, the Most High, he desires his spirit to be upon all of us, and that we all have a part and parcel function in the prophetic ministry of distributing the good news of Yeshua. So why is it that you have people who are like Korah and Dathan to this day, and all of the people that were with them, trying to bring down Moses while propping up themselves? And it's for this cause, brothers and sisters, that I'm constantly trying to encourage my brothers, my brethren, my sisters, the saints of the Most High, to come into an understanding as to why are you here? Why are you here? Why has the Most High put you here during this time? What is your purpose? What is the function that you have in the body? And get about doing it. As opposed to looking at someone who knows what they're supposed to be doing what they're supposed to be doing, operating in their purpose and function, and doing what these people did. Looking at the man doing the work over there and saying, you're doing that wrong. I can do that better than you. Who said you should be doing that work? Without recognizing there's work to be done all around you, and you're doing nothing about the work that's surrounding you, but you're commenting, critiquing, complaining, and saying how you could do my work better. No one can do the work that I do better than me. No one can do the work that you do or can do better than you. And that is why we have been prepared. That's why we've been called and chosen from the foundation of the earth. And so I say to you, if you walk this walk, in addition to bumping into people who have that mindset of Sanballat and Tobiah and the people that were with them, looking at the work being done and getting vexed because Israel's making progress, getting vexed because we have a heart to work. There will also be people like Dathan and Korah, who, when you're in the midst of the work, getting the thing done, want to pull you down to prop up themselves, want to put forth the finger, point at you, when not realizing that when Messiah said that we are to judge ourselves, to judge not lest we be judged, that includes you, that includes me. So when I see people who are doing the work of ministry, who are stepping in their function. I'm not trying to take their place. I'm not trying to invade their space. I may be able to offer counsel. I may be able to support them or bring correction from time to time. But I know I can't do the next man or woman's job better than them if they are functioning their purpose. So when considering these things, think about those kind of characters. And this is why I believe in the New Testament it speaks about knowing them who labor among you, marking certain individuals who are causing division, strife among the brethren, separating yourselves from the ungodly, even in the midst, and putting them out of your assembly, even in the midst of people who claim and profess that they believe in Jesus, Yeshua Messiah. And if we do these things, then when that kind of Nathan spirit or Dathan spirit and that Korah spirit, when that Sanballat spirit and Tobiah spirit rises up in front of you, you know who you're dealing with. Because when you get to the point in time where you're knee deep in the harvest field and you're surrounded by work, you are not going to have time. You are not going to have time to get on your keyboard and argue with everyone. You're not going to have time to stop and debate and chide with everyone. You need to know, what am I here to do? Certain conversations, I'm not even engaging in that. Certain emails, I'm not even responding to. Others, you know, you may respond to if people are genuine. But certain things don't rise up. Don't allow that spirit to transform yours. So I'm hoping this is a word of encouragement to you. If you've got a heart to work, as the people did in the days of Nehemiah, you're going to come across these people. If the Most High is using you as he was with Moses, you're going to come across these people who want to try and pull you down, strip you from your place, not realizing that the Most High has a place for every one of us. We are all important in the body of Messiah. And as much as I need Yeshua in a different way, I need the body to move, to work. Because if I'm waiting for my inheritance comes when the kingdom, the gospel of the kingdom is preached throughout all the earth. That is not a job for one man. Otherwise, Yeshua would have done it himself. But he didn't. He called 12. One of them was a liar. One of them was a traitor. Then with the 12 multiplied and grew. And that is where we are today. We're going back to the apostles' doctrine. We're going back to the doctrine of Messiah Yeshua, the Psalms, the prophets, the law. And we need Israel, the true Israel, to be the true Israel. Have a heart to work. We need builders. We need builders. We need people of war. We need people who are going to praise and worship in truth. We need the fivefold ministry. We need the true apostles, the true prophets, the true evangelists, true pastors and true teachers, true tongue speakers and interpreter of tongues, true people who walk in the signs, wonders and miracles of the Most High, true words of knowledge, true words of wisdom. We need true governments and ministries of help. The body needs to work and fire on all cylinders. And I'm hoping this has been an encouragement to you. Shalom.